Hi everyone, Sandra Vale here at Homesteading Ways, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your own laundry soap. So I did have a video on this a long time ago. It was one of my first videos, but I wanted to redo it just so you could have a little bit better video quality, and also at that time it was in two parts, so this will just be a one part and a little bit quicker for you guys. So to start with, you're going to need borax, washing soda, which is different from baking soda, and Fels naphtha. You can also use Zote, and some people have also tried ivory. Basically, a laundry bar soap like this will do. And the first thing you're going to do is grate up your soap. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is get some water heated in a pot on your stove. This is about 1 gallon of water in here. And, you know, it doesn't have to boil or get that hot. You just want to heat it up and maybe get it close to a simmer. But what you're going to do is melt your grated soap in here, so it doesn't need to get that hot. Now, you grated the whole bar of soap, but you're not going to use the whole bar. I use just a little over a half for this recipe. So you're just going to pour it all in there, mix it around a little bit, and let it melt. It shouldn't take that long, and it just depends on how hot your water is and how finely grated you were able to get your soap. But just keep an eye on it, and as soon as you see it all melted up, it's ready then. Okay, while the soap is melting, I figured I'd measure out my other ingredients here. I poured in here about 1.5 cups of borax, and then I'm going to put in 1 cup of the washing soda. Now, if you live in an area where you have soft water or you have a water softener, then you may not need to use this. It does work as a booster, but it really does well in areas with hard water, and so that's why I add it. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to get ready while the soap is melting is my bucket. This is a 3-gallon bucket. I put 1 gallon of warm water in it, and when the soap mixture is ready, we're going to pour it into there. Okay, this is ready. There's some suds up on top, and I've been stirring it around, and it's all pretty well melted. So I'm going to turn the heat off, and then I'm just going to mix in my dry ingredients. And you just need to mix that until it's completely dissolved. It'll only take maybe a minute. It's all mixed up, and you can feel it thickening a little bit already. Kind of feels like egg whites. I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes just to cool down a little bit, and then we're going to pour it into that bucket. Okay, now we're going to carefully pour the soap mixture into the bucket with the gallon of water. Now technically you can use it right away, but you really should let it sit for about 24 hours to let it set up. You can stir it here and there if you want, or you don't have to. It might be a little bit clumpy after 24 hours if you don't stir it at all, but it's not that big of a deal. Also, if you do let it sit and it gets kind of clumpy and you know, you don't like that, or you want to pour it into another container and that would make it a problem or something, you can always use one of those submersion mixers. That works great for me. Or just use a big whisk and mix it around. But for now, I'm going to let this sit for the 24 hours, and then I'll get back to you and show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, it's the next day, not quite 24 hours, probably more like 20. And this is the finished product. I have been stirring it a bit here and there, and this is the consistency you'll get. Like I said, you can whip it more with you know, a whisk or something to get some more of those clumps out. But it works fine like this for me. It just depends on what kind of container you're putting it in. Now, if you have a lot of laundry, go ahead and double this recipe. You're going to want to use about 1/4 cup per load, half a cup if it's an extra large load or just, really dirty. It also works great on stains if you just rub it in. But the Fells Naphtha bar itself is a really, really good stain stick. Just, get your clothing wet, rub little Fells Naphtha in there, and that stain is gone. So I recommend that highly. And make sure to go over to the website, homesteadingways.com. Lots of great info over there. Comment, that'd be great. Subscribe, that'd be awesome too. It was really nice talking to you. And you take care.